Welcome back, everybody. This is Eric here with Iraq Veteran 8888. Today we're going to be taking a look at a really cool lightweight AR-15. This is the Faxon FX5500, and this is their take on a super lightweight AR. This is just under 5 pounds without optics, which is a really nice option. Let's shoot it a little bit. We'll talk a little bit more. We're just having a little fun here, guys. Wrapping up a long day of filming today. It's been a great day, been having a lot of fun, and this is a fun way to wrap things up. 62 grain PMC green tip. Take a few shots. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead. You gonna go for 3?
Let's go for 100 first.
Send it. You aiming for the bolt?
Yeah.
You're hitting slightly high and left with that 0.
Gotcha.
So that last round went over the shoulder.
This is dialed in for 55s, so it might be a little bit different.
Upper left quadrant at 11 o'clock. Favoring on the left side. What are you shooting?
The plate.
Left.
Whew. You know,
you're favoring around the left side.
It's crazy. You would think that for how light this gun is, that it would have, you know, more perceived recoil, but it's very comfortable to shoot. So there's a lot of things that are obvious when you start looking at this rifle in terms of the weight savings. One is the Faxon carbon fiber rail. That cuts down on a ton of weight. The pencil profile barrel, which obviously also is a very thin barrel, but these things are stress relieved in a way that, you know, they don't really whip around that bad. I mean, it was hitting to the left, but I think that's mainly just a difference in 0 on the ammo we're using. And this also uses their low profile muzzle device, which is a 625?
625, yeah.
625. Yeah, so you have a 625 diameter gas block, but the muzzle device is pinned and welded at 14 inches. That's to also cut down on weight. And because the way that this thing's pinned and welded, it has to be thin enough to be able to put the gas block on and off. So the gas block actually slips over the muzzle device that's pinned and welded in place. That's not the first time we've been exposed to that particular system. We've dealt with a couple of Faxon's barrels in the past before that were set up in that manner. And the pinned and welded 14-inch seems to work really well. We've had some good luck out of that. You got a Magpul Mo grip, and you've got an MFT super lightweight stock. This is one of the lightest M4 hangers out there, and that's why they chose this, obviously for weight savings. A lot of different gun designers, when you start looking into ways that they find to reduce weight, they obviously get into this particular MFT stock because it is definitely a light one. Our charging handle is a Radian Raptor LT, okay? And we've also, on this one, is running the Radian 45-degree safety, all right? And this also runs Faxon's ultra lightweight carrier, okay? So when you start getting a little bit lighter on the bolt carrier group, it does become a little bit more ammo sensitive. You have kind of a smaller window there for ammo sensitivity. This gun is actually set up to run, look at how light that is. This thing is actually set up to run 55 grain ammo. We're running 62, and it doesn't seem to be having a problem with 62 grain ammo, which is cool. What was the trigger in that thing again, Chad?
Hyperfire.
Hyperfire. Okay, so the trigger's not bad. It has a relatively flat shoe, which I do like. You know, so this is a complete package that Faxon sells in terms of a lightweight rifle. So the FX5500 is meant to be a lightweight rifle, okay? And it can serve a myriad of different purposes. I think the overall purpose of a rifle like this, if you got to carry it around a lot, say you're, I don't know, walking around on property, checking fence lines, if you're, you know, I don't know, farmer, whatever the heck you're doing, or you just need a light, handy rifle that's easy to carry around. It fits that role well. You could also use this in certain 3-gun rolls. Because of its lightweight, it really makes swinging the gun around and transition around to different things a lot quicker and easier. And so for some 3-gun use, it would definitely feel at home right there as well. Or if you just want a home defense type of rifle that is just light and handy, or maybe you have a dainty little, 100-pound wife that can't hold up a big old scary heavy gun, this provides a nice lightweight option that doesn't have to necessarily be heavy to still get the job done. And because of the way that they're working with the stress relieving on the barrel, this barrel is relatively thin, but it doesn't whip around quite as bad because of the quality of the way that they stress relieve these barrels. We're going to run it a little bit more. And guys, at the end of the day, I mean, it's an AR variant, okay? ARs are ARs, and I know that to some degree, there's so many different people sort of reinventing the same exact type of thing that I know after a while it's like, all right, what kind of AR is this? What is this sorcery? But there are definitely some neat features in this rifle that cut down, trim the fat in terms of the weight. And also, I think the big thing is that stress relieving on the barrel. That's a big thing with pencil weight barrels, is their ability to really to whip around a heck of a lot. I mean, I'm shooting a red dot. That's a Vortex Crossfire red dot out to 300 yards. And I'm not exactly shooting slow. I'm kind of lobbing them in there, and the thing doesn't seem to be doing bad. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to find a consistent point of aim on the target, and Chad's going to make sure I'm on the steel, and we're just going to shoot 30 rounds, and I'm going to shoot kind of fast, and let's see if we can get the barrel to whip around a little bit. I'm not overly worried, but, we'll see. I like that charging handle. That's cool that they went with that. I like an ambidextrous style of charging handle, and the safety's ambi as well. That's cool. Very neat. Man, lightweight. It's just such a lightweight rifle. All right, you got a forward assist. I noticed some lightning cuts right there on your shell deflector. That's cool. All right, I'm gonna try my best here.
That plate at 300 is pretty covered up. I mean, you could go for the half-size D28 on the left.
I don't know. As far to the left as this thing is hitting, I want to probably just try to keep him on that plate.
Okay.
Let me try it.
All right, so that was off the plate at about 1 o'clock on the right. Right in the middle, up to the top. Right over the top. Just left. Up there at 11 o'clock.
This red dot is throwing me off a little bit. Let me dial down the, there we go.
That better?
Yeah, that's much better. I think I had the dot a little bright. Let's try again.
Right over the top. You're getting about dinner plate accuracy with some of those like fast shots, the double taps and stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm throwing them in there. I'm gonna keep throwing them. The handguard is not getting hot either, which is surprising. All right, here we go.
So with that thing heating up like it's going right now, it's stringing all over the place. It's shooting a group like, I don't know, probably 2 or 3 feet at least.
Well, I'm shooting pretty fast.
You're shooting fast, but it's going. There's a lot of rounds that are going kind of all over around the plate.
You're gonna run into some limitations with the skinnier barrel. I mean, that barrel's gonna whip around a little bit.
But they're getting down there, but that little barrel is definitely.
I would say in a, let's just say a defense situation where, you know, your first rounds are the most important, obviously. I would see that as not really being much of an issue. And, you know, I don't know, in terms of a, let's just say a 3-gun setup, I don't know of any 3-gun courses that would require you to shoot that many. I'm not necessarily saying that that is a limiting factor for this as a 3-gun rifle, but it gives you a few things to consider.
It does.
I mean, there's no such thing as a free lunch.
I know some of the some of the 3-gun stuff that Jerry was talking about. He said sometimes they'd shoot out to 600 yards.
Right.
You know, after shooting like a pretty long course up close, like out to maybe 150, 200 yards.
And they design those courses purposely, knowing that people are gonna, you know, be dealing with a hot barrel. So they sort of manufacture their own like reasons for equipment to really be tested.
That handguard's not hot? Not too warm?
Not really.
Very cool.
Not really. I mean, what I'm feeling actually is more heat coming through the actual vents, but the physical handguard itself is really not that hot.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, you know, we wanted to showcase this rifle because it is a nice lightweight option, and there is no such thing as a free lunch in physics or science or any of that. When you start trimming the fat, you are going to have some things that you have to contend with, and part of that could be the fact that the barrel might whip around a little bit as it begins to get really hot. But I would say the accuracy is pretty acceptable, and the accuracy that we got out of this is pretty consistent with the other 14 pinned and welded barrels that we've been dealing with. You know, that's definitely a lot of rounds in a very small amount of time. But I would imagine just casual shooting or a home defense situation, or maybe, you know, man, like a truck gun, like a nice little lightweight truck gun, something to whip around real easy, or a nice little bedside rifle. This falls into a lot of different categories in terms of usefulness that you could really come up with there. So not a bad option at all. I like the trigger. It's got a nice clean break. I like the low degree of safety tilt. That's handy. I like the ambidextrous charging handle that they used on this. The carbon fiber rail is neat, you know, reducing weight and still just maintain good rigidity with that strong carbon fiber. It's got a lot of interesting things in terms of a build. So guys, thanks for watching today's video. We hope you enjoyed just a quick look at this particular rifle. I know ARs kind of are what they are. We try to, you know, show you guys cool stuff that we think is interesting and all. And we've been, you know, knocking out some really fun videos over the last couple of days, and really last couple of weeks. We've been filming our butts off, and we're on the downside of a very busy day today at the range. Guys, we hope you enjoy all this content and you learn something and have fun with what we're doing. We try to entertain and have a little fun and hopefully keep it a little educational as well. But guys, thanks for watching. We appreciate all of our Patreon supporters, all of our ManCan subscribers. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much for allowing us to be able to take on really cool projects. Y'all are great. And thank you for watching today's video. Many more videos on the way. Guys, we've been filming like mad men trying to get all this stuff done. So guys, thanks for supporting that. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.